guys, welcome to another video. I'm pretty excited to be sitting down with you guys here and sharing a little bit of what's been going on in my life right now. As you can tell, I am in a different environment. I am in San Cristobal de las Casas in Chiapas, Mexico. And I've been meaning to vlog and just take you guys with me throughout my day, but for some reason it just hasn't been authentic for me to vlog, because I've been wanting to just kind of be present and explore my surroundings by being there fully and not through a camera. And I still don't know how to balance that, when I feel like when I'm filming or when I'm vlogging, I'm looking at everything through the lens of the camera instead of physically seeing it in real life. And sometimes that makes me dissociate a little bit. So lately it's just been more of me exploring the city and just going to different places and being in nature and being able to just explore the culture here and immerse myself and in the culture here, because I think that's one of the most important things for me as a traveler. It's to live as if I was an actual local here. I love getting to know the neighborhood I'm at. I love going to local businesses and coffee shops often, so I get to feel like it's familiar and for them to get to know me as well. So that's a little bit different from what I see a lot of travelers do. I'm definitely not a fast traveler at all. I'm more of a slow traveler. I like staying in a place for longer than just a week or 2 weeks. I have to be here to fully explore, get the feeling of what it's like to be here and to live here. So I've been taking things slow. I haven't rushed the things that I have to do, and I never really rush it either. There is moments where I feel pressure, I should be doing more, but that's just not the way that I work, so I'm okay with it. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about overcoming fear and also cultivating a relationship with yourself everywhere you go, so that wherever you're at, you have a home and you have a foundation. I've been obviously working with a lot of my emotions being here alone for the first time ever. I decided to take the solo trip to San Cristobal de las Casas because I was just I need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to be on my own. I thought that it'd be a different experience. I mean, I feel like we always kind of think that it's going to be one way, and then life always ends up giving you what you need instead of what you think you want. And so that's what showed up a lot for me when I first got here. A lot of my anxiety and fears started to come up. Am I really able to do this? Why can't I be alone? I was uncomfortable in my own company, especially in an environment where I'm not familiar with. I don't know anybody here, and it just really just brought up so much unconscious feelings of not feeling safe in my own body and specifically in my own mind. So there was a lot of crying, there was a lot of frustration, a lot of panic attacks of what the fuck am I gonna do? Should I just go back home? I don't think I want to be here anymore. And all of that is just fear of the unknown, fear of what you haven't yet experienced. And obviously as time passed by, I started to just hold myself and realize all of this fear came from not learning how to deal with uncomfortable situations and how to cultivate a relationship with myself that made me feel safe wherever I was at, because I was constantly in my mind and in panic mode when I wasn't with somebody that I knew or when I wasn't at home. All of that just made me realize, wow, it's so important to cultivate and nurture the relationship you have with yourself, because you're taking yourself everywhere. You're the only person you have to deal with for the rest of your life. I think that you get to this point where, how am I going to deal with myself for the rest of my life? And I don't even know how to nurture myself. I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't know how to calm my nervous system down when it's in panic mode, when it's in fear. That's something that I feel like I'm learning slowly. Being here alone, I am my safe home. Just because something feels unsafe to your body because it's not familiar, or something doesn't feel comfortable, doesn't mean that you shouldn't go for it. and that you should run back to safety, back to what you know. Because fear is really here to teach us what we're capable of. One thing that I always think about is this phrase that somebody said a while back: where my fears are, like, that is my superpower. Because once you take that step to lean towards your fears, you realize the potential that you have. Like, you have so many qualities that you can learn. You have so many qualities that you haven't practiced yet, so it's like a superpower, because it's like revealed through you as you're moving through your fears, as you're overcoming challenges, and as you're literally like just diving deep into the unknown. And that is so beautiful, to sit down and like go through something very uncomfortable and realize, like, oh my gosh, I did that. Oh my gosh, I can do anything, because fear is not stopping me, you know. And even though you do feel scared and you do feel the fear, it's like moving through that and using that as fuel to continue the path. Like, every day I wake up and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm glad I'm doing it. And it is still uncomfortable, and it is still scary, and there's still so many emotions that come up, but there's also the feelings of love and gratitude and growth and expansion that comes with that. Like, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Whatever it is that you're fearing, whatever it is that feels uncomfortable to you, but you want to step forward, that you know your soul really like just wants and desires, like, move through the fear, like move with the fear, and hold yourself tight. There's nothing wrong with feeling anxiety, with feeling fear, because you never learned how to go through these situations with confidence in yourself, with safety in your own body and your own mind. There's nothing wrong with you not knowing how, but it is your responsibility to get up and be like, you know what, I'm going to learn how to move with fear, how to build my confidence, how to build this courage that I need in order to go towards the things that you desire in life. I didn't even know that I had the courage to do this until I did it. And it was scary, and it was terrifying, and there is moments of like feeling lonely or being bored, a lot of that for sure, but it just made me realize that I can do the hard things. And all of that, it's like a reminder that even when I am doing things alone and I am feeling lonely, like, there is the world around me that is connected to me, that is that I am attracting, you know, because I've met nothing but beautiful people here, like kind people. And when I say kind, it's just like, it hurts my heart how kind they are. It hurts in a good way. People can be this kind, like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And I would have never experienced that if I never took the chance to come here and to do the things that I wanted to do, you know? I guess this is just a sign for you to do that hard thing, you know, to take that step towards those things that scare you, and to really cultivate a loving, compassionate relationship towards yourself. I hope that you guys get to move through this fear and realize how amazing you are on the other side of everything that scares you and terrifies you. That you are not what your mind makes you think you are. You are not this paranoid, anxious being. You're not this depressed being. I guess I'm saying that because that's how I feel when I'm alone. I get too much in my mind, and I start panicking. I get depressed, and it's just like, I am not those things. I learned how to cope with life through those feelings. That's how my body's natural response to threat, you know. It's like dissociate, get in your mind, disconnect with the world, and just go home and cry, or like go home and just like don't do anything. That's the way that I coped with my life. Because life is hard, you guys. Like, life is not easy. Your mind picked up on that pattern, and now every time we are in uncomfortable situations, like, our body goes to that like threat mode and wants to deal with the situation as fast as it can. And it may seem as like having a panic attack. It may seem as like having a depressive breakdown, and that is not who you are at the core, even when you think you are those things. And in solitude, you are able to dive deep into what you truly are at the core. That is a beautiful thing also, you know. These things are not gonna go away overnight, but there's something that you can start to work on and practice, and it's beautiful to see that growth that expansion that you are. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, drinking tea or coffee or whatever it is you're drinking, and for spending time with me. I really appreciate you, and I hope that you got something out of this, even if it's a spark of inspiration, a spark of like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. I really do hope that everybody that is watching this can realize their own dreams. Don't forget to stop when you are in the moment that you've always wanted to be in, because that's been something that I struggled with, where I'm like, oh my god, I've always wanted to do this and I'm not even like being here fully. Don't forget to pause, to take in the reality that you've created, because it will change and it will go by, just like anything in life. So be here, be present, be, grateful for your experience wherever it is that you are, because it will pass by, and that's the beauty of life. Things are gonna change, things are gonna expand. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed this little sit down talk with me video. I love you, and I'm sending you so much love. I will be doing some vlogs, so I will be sharing a little bit of San Cristobal de las Casas with you guys, and yeah.